This is what your entire trading career is being based off of, right? And this is one of the things that frustrates me so much when you see people in this trading space trying to hype up some signals group or some tool or some education. They're always telling you how easy trading is, and you just fund an account or you just do this. And next thing you know, money just randomly ends up in there, right? And this is the thing that pisses me off, because you see these guys going around rented cars, fake Rolexes, rented mansions, doing all these things to tell you how fucking cool they are and how, great trading is. And yes, trading is great. Can you make a lot of money? Yes, you can. Can you lose a lot of money? You sure as hell can.
Traders, before I hop into today's episode, I just want to remind you that the Bullish Trading Group is a growing platform of like-minded traders and investors who want to learn more about using trading and investing as a tool to change their life in some way, shape, or form. We hope that you enjoyed this episode of the Bullish Trading Group podcast, and be sure to share this with someone that you think will gain some value that could potentially put them on a better path.
All right, traders, Coach Carver here. I am excited about today's episode. We're going to be talking about trading expectations. Honestly, one of my favorite topics to go ahead and cover, because it's something that obviously gets, misinterpreted here within the trading world. I'm joined with our co-founder, Adam Beckner here of the Bullish Trading Group, and really just excited to jump into today's episode. Adam, got anything for him here before we get started?
With trading expectations, it seems like such like a small thing to focus on whenever it comes to trading, but it's honestly one of the most important things whenever it comes to trading, because this is what your entire success plan is built on whenever it comes to trading. So I'm just excited just to kind of, dive into the topic and really just kind of share kind of my trials and tribulations with trading. Whenever it comes to trading, I've had a very long journey. Some people have very short journeys. Some people just have just the right amount of time whenever it comes to being, a quote unquote profitable trader. For me, it's just taken a little bit of time. And honestly, it's not because the charts just haven't been treating me the right way, or the market hasn't been treating me the right way. I think it's because I wasn't treating myself and my mind the right way. For me, I'm a person who always second guesses myself. It's just, that's always been there. So having to, kind of overcome that kind of stuff was honestly a bigger obstacle than it was to learn how to trade. Because once you learn how to trade, there's multiple strategies out there that, you could use at any time. But it really comes down to just using that one strategy that makes sense for your goals. And with that, it's just, like I said, just learning how to trade is honestly a lot easier than it is overcoming the obstacles that comes with it. That's those mental barriers of the market took my money today. You come into the market the next day and you're mad because the market took your money yesterday. And so I have to have a sticky note written that says, don't let yesterday's losses become today's problem. And so that's just, just a little bit of wisdom there from me. But no, I'm just excited just to kind of jump in and talk more about, what is trading expectations? How do you build a plan around this? So, but yeah, I'm just excited. Glad to be here, honestly.
Appreciate that, Adam. Happy to have you here, my brother. So guys, honestly, this is exactly what Adam says it is. This is what your entire trading career is being based off of, right? And this is one of the things that frustrates me so much when you see people in this trading space trying to hype up some signals group or some tool or some education. They're always telling you how easy trading is, and you just fund an account or you just do this. And next thing you know, money just randomly ends up in there, right? And this is the thing that pisses me off, because you see these guys going around rented cars, fake Rolexes, rented mansions, doing all these things to tell you how fucking cool they are and how, great trading is. And yes, trading is great. Can you make a lot of money? Yes, you can. Can you lose a lot of money? You sure as hell can. I can promise you that. I've done it, right? And like Adam said, I wanted to touch on this. Everybody's trading journey is different. Like he said, some people come in and they just get it. Some people come in and they just continue to get their ass handed to them in the market time and time again because they're not learning from their losses, right? And so I just want to say everybody's journey is different. I'm not going to tell you in 35 days you'll be profitable. I don't know how long it's going to take to be profitable, right? Because like Adam said, there's literally at this point probably thousands of different trading strategies, between all these different indicators and all these different things. And then you have all these different combinations of it, right? Because people, at the end of the day, they need to trade what they know. So when you come in and you get a little piece of this strategy and that strategy, like you're able to come through and build your own trading plan, but you need to have the discipline to follow it. And with trading, one of the things that people don't understand is like with work, you go to your job, you get told what to do. Come here at this time, do this, do that, right? And in most people's, that's how their lives are. They're used to that, right? When you come to trading, you're not going to have somebody say, follow your trading plan. Don't take that entry. Don't over leverage. Don't, revenge trade. Don't do this, other than myself and Adam and other people, going through and sharing some of this knowledge. But when it's just you there in the charts, it's just you. And you have to understand that and have that as a part of expectations. Trading is a great opportunity for anybody. I come from a small town, from a small family, and I had to bust my ass for each and every single thing that I have. I'm grateful to be in the position that I am today. Trading, my journey was also long. I got introduced to the markets back in 2014. I got my ass cooked in the markets multiple times. I've blown multiple accounts, and I'm not afraid to admit it, because you need to understand that this is a very real possibility that you can lose money trading. Oh my goodness, you can lose money trading? Yes, you can lose money trading. Do not ever trade any money that you are not like willing and able to lose. This is not the time for you to, put the rent money on the table and be like, all right, I need this to be twice as much by the first of the month. This is not you putting your rent money online. This is not you putting your food money online. This is not you putting your kids' college tuition on the line. This is you saving up a little bit of money over time, getting yourself into the position where you can actually paper trade, demo trade. You can go through and learn the entire foundation of trading. And then once you feel you're ready to just go through and follow a checkbox, yep, nope, and go through and be able to find that actual rules-based trading plan that fits for you and your trading, thing, like you need to go through and be able to follow that. And then you can go and get a funded account. There are people out there where you can come in and show them that you understand, trading it as it is, risk management and risk to reward. You go in them and you show that and you follow their rules. They will hand you money. They've literally hand you thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I went through myself and recently got funded as a trader. Adam as well, right? You go through there and you can prove to them that you understand risk to reward, risk management, and you can just follow a simple trading plan. And if you go through that, you can become profitable. Yes, that is a thing. But what people don't talk about is that spot there in the middle from getting started and getting funded. It is going to take you time. I promise you, it will take you time. It's going to take you time to go through and learn this stuff, right? Trading itself isn't hard to learn. The hardest part about trading is up here, getting out of your own way. There's so many mental barriers that you're going to have to go through. And there's so many different evolutions that you're going to be going through in yourself. You're going to get to know a lot about yourself. And if you go through this and you take this thing seriously and you treat this as the opportunity that it is, and you treat this thing like a business and you really get focused, the opportunity is there. You're going to continue to grow little bit. And just like we're, focused on compounding our accounts, little percentages each day, we're focused on compounding our lives, taking these lessons, becoming more patient, becoming more understanding. Things like this are going to be the things that are going to really help you out as a trader. So don't just take a look at this market and be like, crypto, options, Forex, stocks, all of these different opportunities, indices, commodities, metals. There's so many different trading opportunities within the space. It's easy to get flashy and see a YouTube video where a guy's like, oh, 95% winning accuracy. Fuck off. There's no 95% winning accuracy, right? And you see all these different clickbaits and this and that and the other that are out there that are designed to get you to want to go ahead and join their thing. But what we need to do is have more people like myself and Adam and say, hey, this is going to be a tough journey. If you're willing to go through it, we can help guide you, right? This is what it is that we're doing within the space, but you need to come in with clear expectations. Can you make money? Yes. Can you lose money? Yes, you can within the space. So put yourself in the position mentally, set those right expectations now, whether you're just looking into trading, coming in with those right expectations, or you've been in it for a while and you just keep getting cooked and you're wondering why your lottery ticket hasn't struck yet, right? Well, how come I haven't got that big trade or that one thing? You need to get that out of your mind, do a little reset, take a step back and let this be your restart, right? Whether you've been at this thing for weeks, months, or even years, It's time to take a nice little step back, look at the markets for what it is, and understand that there is no sure thing here within the markets. That's why we look at probability. That's why we limit our risk within the markets. And that's why we go through and follow a rules-based trading plan. Because if our risk is consistent and our plan is consistent, you can go through and you can become profitable, right? So with that being said, I'm going to turn this over to Adam, let him wrap this thing up, guys. Get those expectations right and go ahead and jump into those markets.
So I actually want to talk about something that's a little fun here. I want to unpack something that you said. And whenever it comes to a lot of these gurus, we're seeing the Rolexes, we're seeing the rented Lamborghinis, we're seeing the cool houses. And so whenever, new traders that are in a struggling position within their own lives, this is the expectation that they feel like they need to work towards. For me, as an example, it's always been a dream of mine to own a Rolex. I don't have that Rolex, but what I did, and I made a deal with myself, is the moment that I made that first big trade, or I was able to withdraw, my first big withdrawal, I was actually going to go pay cash for a Rolex. And I happened to meet that money goal back in March, I think it was, whenever I sold an NFT for 4.65 ETH. So right around the time, it was right around $16,500 is what I sold it for. But anyways, the moral to the story is that whenever I actually made that money goal and I was able to go and purchase something that I had always, had on my vision board, I couldn't pull the trigger to just go and buy it. And it's just like, I asked myself, is like, okay, do I really need this watch at this current moment? Or can I take that money that I just made from cryptocurrency and turn it back and put it back into the market and try to figure out what can I do from there to, compound that money? Because at the time, like I said, it still is a dream of mine to own a Rolex, but I don't necessarily want to buy the Rolex if I can't buy it like 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm purchasing, a Rolex for 10 grand, 15 grand, whatever it is, I want to make sure I have enough capital to where the moment that capital goes out the door, I'm not really paying attention to where it went. So I need to have, like I said, 2 to 3 times that money. So if it's a 10 grand watch, I need to make sure I have 20 grand or 30 grand, whatever it is that I'm looking for. So whenever it actually comes to achieving those like material things, you're in a different mindset at that moment, because now the expectations of like, I'm going to come into a market, make some money, I made a lot of it, just kind of just goes away, because now you see that money that you could put towards the greater good of whatever legacy it is that you're trying to build, or however you're trying to further yourself. That money just gives you the ability to do that, because money is supposed to be used as a tool. And so if you're able to use that tool properly and manage it in the right way, then you're going to continue to compound that money. And so that's what we try to do with trading. And we have a saying here in the Bullish trading group that, 1% a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. To me, I wholeheartedly believe that. I'm not saying that each and every day you're drilling 1% for the 252 trading days that are there throughout the entire year. What I'm saying is maybe just focus on 10 days a month, 20 days a month, whatever it is, 15 days a month, and try to just nail down 1% a day for those 10 days. That's what compounds the money in the way that you want it to. That's what gives you the freedom to live the life that you want to live. Because if I'm sitting here at the charts 10, 12 hours a day, then I might be doing myself a disservice. Whenever I could just go work a marketing job, because I have a college degree in marketing, I could just go work a marketing job for 8 hours a day and probably, make the same money or make a little bit more money than I would if I sat there for 10 to 12 hours a day, if you break it down by like hourly pay, right? So you have to have that ability just to kind of step outside of your comfort zone, step out of your own way, and figure out, what is going to work best for you. Because with a lot of these gurus too, like Coach Carver said, there may be someone that posts a video that has the 95% win rate if you do this, but you don't have the mindset that person has. I'm not saying that you're any less or greater than that person. What I'm saying is you don't have the same thought process that trader has. So his strategy is not necessarily going to be, 100% the way that you would want it to be. So yes, it is good to, use these different strategies that you're seeing, but you need to keep in mind that these are better used as confluences than they are an actual strategy. So they need to be like indicators, or like I said, a confluence within your own trading plan. And so all a confluence does is it just gives you the confidence to enter the trade, to sell the trade, or to short the trade. Um, but really, whenever it comes to an expectation, you get to set those expectations, and a lot of those are depending on what your goals are for the next week, the next month, the next year, or the next 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is that you want to plan out. That's what these expectations need to be set upon. Like I said, for me, I've made my trading journey a lot harder than it should have been. And I'm, fully okay saying that, because now I know, being able to say that out loud, I've been able to actually like reflect on where it was that I started to where I am now. Because I remember whenever I pulled up a chart for the very first time, and I was just like, there is no way I'm going to understand this stuff. Like, this is going to take way too long. I'm never going to make any money. And then whenever I was able to kind of set aside that mentality of like, oh, I'm never going to be able to understand that, and I switched it to, I have no choice but to understand this, because not only do I love the industry, but the opportunity for me to fulfill the goals and the dreams and the visions that I have for myself can be funded through this type of stuff. And so that's really what my like moving, I'm not going to say motivation, but my moving like inspiration to, get better at this, become a trader, be able to classify myself as a trader. I know it took me forever just to tell people that I was in the trading industry, let alone actually tell people like, hey, I am a trader. Just to have that, self identity basically took me a long time to say that, because I felt like I needed to know it all. But in all reality, it's not about knowing it all, as it is about knowing yourself and having a strategy that you work on day in and day out. If you do that, all of the work, all of the time, all of the energy compounds over time. And then that's what begins to make you a profitable trader. But I mean, whenever it comes to those expectations, set them, write them down, do whatever it is in your power to make sure you're hitting on that stuff every single day.
That's it, brother. That's it. Wake up each and every single day with a clear mindset. I'm going to go in today and just have a goal every day. One goal that you could fulfill each and every single day. I think the simplest goal would be, my goal for the day is to follow my trading plan. If you can do that, you're going to be in a much better position for success when it comes to trading. And if you guys want to take it a step further, outside of this, we do have a Patreon. It's $35 a month. Feel free to come in, jump in, get access. We have a few different indicators that we provide for our community for free. We walk them through how to use it. And then on top of that, we go through all of the different mental barriers that people struggle with, the mindset, the psychology, what it is to actually become a profitable trader. What does it really take to get to that point? Managing trades, not second guessing yourself, getting into trades, just really just breaking down everything from that standpoint, just, providing consistent value from there. And then we're also working on providing an entire in-depth intro to Forex trading, just overall intro to trading in itself, along with a little bit more of an intermediate to advanced course, just walking you through some of those more, in-depth trading strategies and stuff, right? Like we were talking about, there's many out there within the space, but being able to come in and learn, a couple of things that actually work, it really helps out, right? So we're putting this together. Everything's good to go. Feel free, grab the link below, guys. It's only $35. It's not going to break the bank. Go through, get access. Feel free to jump in, ask us questions, right? This is what this is about, building a community of people that can come in and just learn from people that have been able to do what it is that they're trying to do, and just be able to have that guidance, have that help, being able to reach out and shoot that message over and be like, hey, what do you guys think about this, right? So with that being said, guys, that's it for this episode. Appreciate you, and we'll see you guys on this next one.